Welcome back to my channel. This is Becca with House of Lenormand. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for being with me here today. I wanted to read on Alexander Torshin and Donald Trump Jr. If you remember, I had done 2 grand tableaus on Donald Trump Jr. and he kept showing up at the very end of the tableau, meaning that we weren't able to see ahead. Usually when that happens, it is suggestive that there's a bit, or in his case, quite a bit of unresolved issues that need to be addressed before he can go on into a new chapter. However, that wasn't the case. We did 2 grand tableaus on him, and he kept landing at the edge. So I thought at the moment that 2 was enough. There was enough data there to collect and kind of go through. And on the second grand tableau, we did pick up the NRA and Maria Butina specifically. I didn't follow the chain of houses or look around too much because I believe we were already at an hour for that reading, and I didn't want it to make it too extensive. But we did pick up that little tiny bit on the grand tableau. So today I wanted to do a reading to see if we can get the scoop on what they talked about. It appears that Paul Erickson, which was Maria Butina's boyfriend, lover, whatever, was involved in her, and Maria Butina and Paul Erickson were involved in setting up that meeting with Torshin. Based on his grand tableaus, the guy's he's broke. He has like no money. Either as a result of the investigations that he cannot access his money, or that he was absolutely broke and he was trying to find a partnership for somebody to finance them. So let's go ahead and do a reading today to see if we can kind of get the scoop about what they talked about, and we'll see where that leads, and then we'll try to see, depending on time, if they reached any sort of agreement. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. Today is Thursday, August 29th, in case I didn't disclose that. I'm sorry. So let's go ahead. Can you please tell me what Alexander Torshin and Donald Trump Jr. discussed at their meeting in Nashville, Tennessee? Well, let me just say Tennessee because I'm not sure exactly what city it was. Can you please tell me what Alexander Torshin and Donald Trump Jr. discussed at their meeting? Can you please tell me what Donald Trump Jr. and Alexander Torshin discussed? You know what, you guys, let's do a double line of 7 on this one. I want all the juicy details we can get. So let's see here. What did they talk about? Okay, so we have the letter. There's a message coming in. Oh, a very important message. Okay. Looks to be an email too, you guys. Okay, so on this very top row, we are seeing, let me bring the mic in closer. I hope you guys can hear me. Please let me know in the comment section down below how the volume is doing. We can see here on this very top row, the letter, the key, the writer, the book, the sun, the house, and the ring. Bottom row, the stars, the bouquet, the man, which would be either Junior or the other guy. The child, storks, the scythe, and the clover. So we're saying that there was a very important message to meet, or for him to go somewhere in secret. We know that that secret has been revealed in the agreements that were made with the family. That's what we're trying to find out, what agreements were made. Down here, we're seeing there's something going on here, young girls, with the bouquet and the child. This would be a young girl. We're seeing the storks here. Man, this is bad. The storks, followed by the storks there. So that's like, it's almost like he was perhaps offering with the bouquet. He may have tried to make an offer for a partnership in this network to deliver, transfer young girls. It appears that he may have turned it down. If this was an offer, he may have turned it down here with the scythe, but they took a partnership on something else. The important thing was the children. And something that it was like a quick visit. He went and he came back with the writer and the storks. It's like the news, he just went there to get the news, and it was private about children, young girls here. There's an electronic message. This could be an email. An email, huh? An email about an important young girl for him to visit in secret about a child. And then they're exposing another woman here. This is another woman. If I'm looking at characters, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. They were looking to upgrade a partnership or change a partnership here. They were looking for really good success, but it looks like he turned something down for the family, and it looks like what this guy was offering, if this is Donald Trump Jr. here with the man who went to visit, it looks like he may have been offering young girls with the bouquet and the child, and for him to join in partnership with that network, with the ring and mirroring over here to the stars. It's almost like he was happy to take up one partnership, but he declined this one for some reason. Here we're seeing that the secret does get revealed. This could be a dangerous secret or a sudden revelation. Here with the book knighting over to the scythe and the sun being right after it. This could be a sudden revelation. There's a contract upgrade. But what's interesting here is that I'm not seeing any money cards. There's no money cards here at all. We don't have the fish. That's money business. We don't have the bear, which is finance. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys, I had to close the door. Neighbors are outside. I'm not seeing any money cards. None. It looks like he was offering up young girls. How in the world? You've got to be kidding me. This right here is delivering children with the child and the storks. This is the classic pregnancy right here with this combination. Maybe the word adoption that they've been using is code for the other stuff, though I am not seeing the whip anywhere in this double line of 5 to talk about trafficking. I'm wondering if this is showing up as torsion as well, because the scythe is the 10 of diamonds. The 10 of diamonds. But whatever he proposed here, this person declined it. He declined it. It looks like he was looking for another type of partnership. Let me see. I think that's everything that we can get out of this one. Let me see. I'm going to ask it more directly. See if we can get a clear answer on this. Let me see. I'm going to ask what type of agreement was torsion seeking. Let me see. Okay, let's see if we can get a better, clearer read on that. What type of agreement was Alexander Torsion seeking? What kind of partnership was Alexander Torsion seeking? Please tell me what type of partnership was Alexander Torsion seeking. What type of partnership was Torsion seeking? What type of partnership was Alexander Torsion seeking? Type of partnership was Alexander Torsion seeking. Okay, let's see if we can, and then we'll do Junior, see what type of partnership he was seeking, because we didn't get any money cards there. Okay, let's see. Type of partnership was Torsion seeking. Okay. So we have the whip, the sun, the ring, the moon, the dog, the child, and the clover. We're seeing the woman, the garden, the bouquet, or the lilies, the mountain, the snake, the man, and the bear. So the partnership that he was seeking is right here. Huh. There's an agreement with a woman and a false partnership here. False friend here. Again, no money cards. All I'm seeing, well, finance, big, powerful finance here. If this is Junior, if this is Torsion showing up as the lilies, which is usually the card that I reserve for an elder person, but then here we have the Jack of Clubs for the whip. This could be Torsion here in this little double line of 3. And the partnership that he was seeking was a new alliance and a new opportunity, perhaps, to clear obstacles for them. This is a false friend. He was looking to perhaps make an alliance here with someone in a position of authority, and this person was looking for financing. Junior was looking for financing. Again, the child. The child is not near the whip. We cannot say trafficking children here, though that may have been discussed. This person, based on the previous reading, perhaps found it distasteful and didn't openly agree, perhaps declined that offer. But here we're seeing a sex ring, exposing a sex ring here. This is a woman in a community with perhaps older men. Here, this is almost, with the lilies, that's almost kind of like royalty, very regal person. I'm not seeing the ship, so I can't say if this is a foreign prince, but this person is quite regal. There's a sex ring here that's being exposed to the public and to the world with the garden, if we're going to take it quite literally. But it's a commitment with women. False partnership. Here's an old friend here and here, but they're looking, he was wanting to clear obstacles here, right in the center of the reading, and he was looking for financing, and it looks like he offered a child or children. If we mirror the child to the garden, that could be an organization with children, a large group of children. There's a woman here. We can read this as another woman, a false friend that may have been female, perhaps younger, and a false opportunity here. It's almost like he was hoping with the clover, he was hoping to get financing, hit the jackpot per se. This right here is classic hitting the jackpot lottery, like you go and, I don't know, play the Powerball and get the random numbers and boom, you hit the whole thing. That's what this is right here. So he was seeking to hit the Powerball right there. We can see an opportunity here with the corners to perhaps abuse power and quite possibly also launder financing. I'm not seeing the tower here, so I can't speak about laundering through financial institutions. I'm not seeing the fish and the tower, which would be your banks. Perhaps they negotiated something about when his father, this is also the authority figure, good opportunities for when his father gets into a position of authority. We're going to make all your dreams come true. We'll give you whatever you want. Just finance us. I'm looking forward to having a good friendship here. But it appears that this agreement was false on both ends, with the ring knighting over to the snake and the snake knighting to the ring. It was false on both ends. What else can I get out of this? And again, if this is torsion, it's like he blocks children here and here. It's like, that's almost like he declines that part of it, this part, which it doesn't make sense, because I could have sworn he was, I mean, he's dirty too, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's all up in it too, but perhaps if he's in it, he's in a different network here with the garden. He may be in a different network and may not want to risk being exposed here. So perhaps that's why he declined what this guy was offering. But this is bad luck. This is a false opportunity. And it wasn't a mutual agreement. They were both being sly about it here and here. But he was more interested in financing, money, power, and offering everything for money. It's almost like he was also looking for a powerful ally here. Powerful ally that's very rich and has a lot of money. This could be a female friend as well, but she's a snake. She's not exactly trusted. So I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This meeting may not have been more than 5 people. We have the whip, which is the Jack of Clubs, the woman. We have the lilies, which is the King of Spades. We have the snake, which is the queen of clubs, the child, which is the jack of spades, and him. So we're looking at a meeting that was very small, perhaps no more than 5 people. But it looks like it was brief with the clover here. The agreement may have been delayed. It's like they didn't meet an agreement right then and there. It may have been delayed, and mostly because this guy perhaps is part of this right up here and didn't want to risk exposure by what this guy was offering. Because at nights here, the woman mirrors the clover. This could have been a joke for them. Comedy as in we'll offer him something that he can't refuse. This guy's so money hungry, he'll take the bait and walk right into a trap, and we'll just offer him money because, you know, he's basically coming in there begging. And these people perhaps wanted a good laugh. Or maybe the meeting itself was quite funny and entertaining, but it looks like this person declined something he was offering. But he's looking more for financing and money. There's a partnership here, an agreement. But again, the bear is quite far, and it mirrors, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in between. So this is not, whatever they talked about didn't happen right then and there. It may have been delayed, and then it took place. So I'm not seeing the crossroads, which would talk about the election. So perhaps there was a promise with the ring that, hey, once your father's in there, I'll go ahead and do what you want. I'm not seeing the letter, so I can't say that he signed something, but there's an agreement for financing here. So perhaps he waited until this guy paid up his end of the bargain, because this person can't be trusted. He's got the snake right before him. He can't be trusted. So perhaps they waited until someone got into a position of authority, and then they cleared it. God, this guy's a snake. He is a dirty little snake. This is a young man, an experienced man, a naive man, quite foolish here with the clover right over him. Total idiot with this too. I mean, this is like a joke, like your court gesture with these two right here. Inexperienced and a joke. He's bleh. That guy's just not very bright. But he's also a liar. He's not, this guy, if this is torsion, he does not trust this guy. And if you can see here, he's got the mountain. If this is presenting as torsion and this is junior, he's got 2 cards right in between. So it's almost like he's trying to distance himself from a liar, but he also went ahead and got into an agreement for financing. I'm just wondering what's in it for him. What may be in it for him is, if this is an obstacle, the promise for this guy to alleviate the obstacles there, and then he'll hand over the financing. But this guy looks to be involved with this right here as well. He just doesn't perhaps want to run the risk of it becoming public. Sex ring right there. This, an abusive partnership. This is my sex card. There's also a club membership here to an organization that is abusive or is into sporting. So that again is the NRA. I'm not seeing... For time, we have this, which is the winter, 21 days or 3 months. We know that this meeting took place years ago, and usually the anchor is the card that speaks of years, 1 year minimum. So there does appear to have been a delay before they actually moved forward with the financial arrangement. But it's more like this guy was a bootlicker to him. Just out of desperation. He's a complete joke. This person has no respect for this guy over here because of the 2 cards in between. And he sees him. This is your career, your reputation, how other people see you. He sees him as an obstacle and a liar. Not trusted. Cannot be trusted. But then he went and financed him anyways. Mostly because this guy was looking to alleviate obstacles. So that is what I can get out of this one. I'm going to go ahead and close that out here. Thank you so much for being with me here today. Please make sure to leave me any recommendations or comments down below, and I'll make sure to get to those as soon as I can. And I will see you guys on my next one. Bye.